I have a large birthmark on my torso. Nung batang maliit pa ako, hindi ko naman siya pinapansin. Parte lang siya ng katawan ko. Something that I had, just like my hands and feet. My brothers and sister would tease me about it at home, saying it's the map of a buried treasure that we'd find someday. Okay lang sa akin yun. I didn't mind it very much. But when I became a teenager, I became very conscious about it. I was wary of any activity that involved taking off my shirt, like swimming, and all I had to wear was my swimming trunks. When we'd go to the beach, I always felt like everybody's looking at me, making fun of my birthmark. I felt like an ugly duckling. Perhaps you've had the same experience. You feel like an ugly duckling yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror and you keep seeing a flaw in your body. And how you wish it would just disappear. You want to hide it from everybody else because you don't want to be made fun of. Or perhaps you feel that you're not as pretty or as handsome as everybody else in your family. You see your parents and siblings at home every day, and every time you're reminded that you're the ugliest in the family. You've become too self-conscious about how you look. Perhaps you had a difficult time in school as mean kids kept teasing you. They may have given you a nickname that stuck with you all through your school years. And even now that you're older, it still feels like a knife is being stuck in your heart every time you hear that nickname. And perhaps you've reached a point when you even asked God, why me? Bakit ako? Did God make a mistake in making me the way I am? I'd like to assure you that God did not make a mistake. While people may look at you in ways that hurt you, God looks at you differently. You are not just a body, you are a complete whole, body, mind, and spirit. God sees the whole of you, the real you, the beautiful person you are beneath the surface. And you were created by God in His own image. You bear the likeness of God. The book of Genesis tells us all about it. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. So God created man in His own image. To bear God's image means to have His resemblance. In a spiritual sense, we are a representative figure of God, just like a statue is a representative figure of heroes of old. God intended that each one of us, every person created by God, bear His image, His likeness. How can that be, you may ask? We are all imperfect bearers of this image. You know, this image is stained because of sin. The only perfect representation of God who ever lived on earth is Jesus. And by His sacrifice on the cross, our stained image is cleansed. And we who faithfully follow the Lord Jesus, people who do not know God, get the opportunity to have a glimpse of who God really is as they see God's resemblance, His image, in our lives. If you are a follower of Jesus, don't mind any of your imperfections. You are beautiful in His eyes. You bear His resemblance. You look just like your Father in heaven. Take pride in that. Remember, as you live your life as a beautiful reflection of the image of God, faith matters too.